Well, she say, looking me up and down, let's make you some pants. What I need pants for? I say, I ain't no man. Don't get uppity, she say. You don't have a dress do nothing for you, and you don't look like no dress pattern neither. I don't know, I say. Mr. Blank ain't going to let his wife wear no pants. Why not? Say Suge. You do all the work around here? It's a scandalous the way you look out there plowing in a dress. How you keep from falling over, getting it caught in the plow is beyond me. Yeah? I say. Yeah. And another thing. I used to put on Albert's pants when we was courting. And one time, he put on my dress. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. He used to be a lot of fun. Not like now. But he loved to see me in pants. It was like a red flag to a bull. Ugh, I say. I could just picture it, and I don't like it one bit. Well, you know how they is, say Suge. What we gonna make out of it? I say. We have to get our hands on somebody's army uniform, say Suge. For practice. That good strong material, and free. Jack, I say. Odessa's husband. Okay, she say. And every day we's gonna read Natty's letters and sew. A needle and not a razor in my hand, I think. She don't say nothing else. Just come over and hug. In the 2018 World Study on Happiness, the most striking fact about a happiness in America is the Easterlin paradox. Income per capita has more than doubled since 1972, while happiness has remained roughly unchanged or has even decreased. How do we find our happiness? How are we able to embrace that happiness and balance the social responsibility demands we find within our communities? And in the novel, The Color Purple by Alice Walker, the amount of themes explored or even briefly touched upon plant seeds of wonderment for the reader to cultivate for a long time to come, making this novel a treasure. The novel is written as a series of letters between two sisters, Celie and Nettie, who are from the Deep South during the 1940s and struggle to make sense of life as they know it during their 30-year-long separation. Celie was a child wife, married off at a young age to make money for her stepfather, and Natty runs away from their home when Celie is married off, becoming a missionary who journeys to Africa. The excerpt I have chosen is a letter from Celie to Nettie about the start of her pant-making business. Since Celie was married off so young, she was a limitedly educated wife and mother for most of her life, until she finds her own personal strength to leave her abusive husband and move to Memphis with her lover and best friend Suge. While in Memphis, Celie has the opportunity to search for her personal happiness, which turns out to be making unique pairs of pants. In this Prose program, Celie's personal joy in designing pants helps her to gain emotional and financial independence, which inspires one to find the same joy. Dear Nettie, I sit in the dining room making pants after pants. I got pants now in every color and size under the sun. Since I started making pants down home, I ain't been able to stop. I changed the cloth, I changed the print, I changed the waist, I changed the pocket. I changed the hem, I changed the fullness of the leg. I make so many pairs of pants, Suge tease me. I don't know what I was starting, she say, laughing. Pants all over chairs, hanging all in front of the china closet, newspaper patterns and cloth all over the table and floor. She come home, kiss me, step over all the mess, say before she leave again, how much money you think you need this week? Then finally one day I made the perfect pair of pants, for my sugar, naturally. They soft dark blue navy with teeny patches of red. But what make them so good is they totally comfortable, cause Shug, she eat a lot of junk on the road and drink. Her stomach bloat. So the pants can be let out without messing up the shape. Because she have to pack her stuff and fight wrinkles, these pants are soft, hardly wrinkle at all. The little figures in the cloth always look perky and bright. And they full around the ankle, so if she want to sing in them and wear them sort of like a long dress, she can. Plus, once Shug put them on, she knock your eyes out. "Miss Seeley," she say, "you is a wonder to behold." I ducked my head. She run about the house, looking at herself in mirrors. No matter how she looked good. "You know how it is when you don't have nothing to do?" I say when she bragged to Grady and Squeak about her pants. "I sit here thinking about how to make a living, and before I know it, I'm off on another pair of pants." By now, Squeak see a pair of pants she like. "Oh, Miss Seeley," she say, "can I try on those?" She put on a pair of pants the color of sunset, orangish, with a green-gray fleck. She come back out looking just fine. Grady look at her like he could eat her up. Shug finger the piece of cloth I got hanging on everything. It all soft, flowy, rich, catch the light. "This a far cry from that stiff army shit us started with," she say. "You ought to make up a special pair of pants and show Jack." What'd she say that for? The next week, I'm in and out of stores spending more of Shug's money. I look out across the yard trying to see in my mind what a pair of pants for Jack would look like. Jack is tall and kind and hardly don't say anything. Love children. Respect his wife Odessa and all Odessa's Amazon sisters. Anything she want to take on, he right there. Never talking much though. That's the main thing. And then I remember one time he touched me. And it felt like his fingers had eyes. It felt like he knew me all over. But he just touched my arm, up near the shoulder. I start to make pants for Jack. They have to be caramel, and soft and strong. And they have to have big pockets so he can keep lots of children's things. Marbles and string, and pennies and rocks. They have to fit closer around the leg than Shug's, so that he can run if he need to snatch a child out of the way of something. And they have to be something he can lay back in while he hold Odessa in front of the fire. And I dream and dream and dream over Jack's pants, and cut and sew, and finish them, and send them off. Next I hear, Odessa want a pair. Then Shug want 2 more just like the first. Then everybody in her band wants some. Then orders come in from everywhere Shug sing. Pretty soon I'm swamped. One day when Shug come home, I say, "You know, I love doing this, but I gotta get out there and make a living pretty soon. Look like this is just holding me back." She laugh. "Let's put out a few advertisements in the paper," she say, "and let us raise the prices a hefty notch. And let us go ahead and get you a dining room for your factory and get you some more women in here to cut and sew while you sit back and design. You making your living, Miss Seeley," she say. "Girl, you on your way. Nettie, I am making some pants for you to beat the heat in Africa. Soft, white, thin, drawstring waist. You won't ever have to feel too hot and overdress again. I plan to make them by hand. Every stitch I sew will be a kiss. Amen. Your sister Seeley, Folk Pants Unlimited, Sugar Avery Drive, Memphis, Tennessee."